So the kit has arrived. Hey guys, welcome back to Tamiya Legends, and once again thank you for stopping by. So if you saw the first video I did on this, I put a video out asking if you want to see a Tamiya plastic model on this channel. The response I got was excellent. I've just put a picture up of the likes and dislikes and comments and things. So the video got close to a couple of thousand views, but more importantly it had a couple of hundred comments, and there were only 2 people who actually said I don't want to see that. Well over 350 thumbs ups, 17 thumbs downs. But when you're looking at thumbs downs on my channel, I've got 2, possibly 3 guys who give me a thumbs down on every video I do, no matter what. So realistically, it's probably about 14 proper thumbs downs. So that ratio is excellent. That tells me that you guys who watch most of my stuff, that you want to see this on the channel. So that's awesome. So straight after I put that video out, the comments started to flood in, and I was reading them all because I had no idea which way this video was going to go. And then I got contacted by JJ. I hope you're watching this, buddy. And he said, check your emails. So I went to check my emails, and he'd emailed me and said, look, I've got 2 of these kits, brand new. Pick one of them and it's yours. I'll donate it to the channel. Which I was just like, wow. I'm getting this a lot now, and every time it happens it still blows me away. It's just people's generosity is overwhelming. So I can't thank you enough, JJ. He gave me the option of obviously this kit and the Ducati that I actually showed in the last video as well. He gave me a lot of advice as well, and I also got a load of advice from other subscribers in the comments saying maybe stay away from this kit, go for one of the new kits because they go together better and they're easier for your first kit. But me being me, as soon as I saw this kit when I was first looking at plastic models, I was like, and I'm a massive MotoGP fan, I've got to say that from the start. I'm a massive, I don't want to say hater, but I really don't like Marquez. Sorry guys, I know he's a bit Marmite for me. I'm a Rossi man through and through. But nevertheless, I love motorbikes. I grew up with motorbikes. I've had loads of motorbikes, superbikes and a lot. And this thing is one of the best MotoGP bikes looking I've ever seen. So as I say, this has just turned up. He actually said in the email, I'll send you a few other bits that will help you with the build and what have you. And I was like, that's just fantastic. But as I say, when I got this, I'm just going to show you what he sent me with it. Again, people's generosity, just fantastic. So the purpose of this video is just showing you guys what you get in the box. The first thing I've got to say is, Tamiya nerd, the box is awesome. It's, you know, I mean, all you guys and me who are Tamiya fans from back in the day, the box art is very important to us. Just the way the whole product looks, you know, and this is no different. It's a decent sized box considering how sort of small this bike actually is when you build it. But you know, you can see that picture, it's awesome. And then you've just got all of the sort of standard Tamiya sort of artwork all the way around it, which you just come to expect now. But nevertheless, it's always really nice to look at. And you know, when I'm done with this and it's built, again, this will be getting cut out and going on the wall because it's just too nice to waste, isn't it? So let's have a look at what we got in the box. So the box arrives, I unpack it out of the main box, and I'm just looking at this artwork. I'm going, this is just amazing. And then obviously we take the lid off, and this is what's inside. I'm like, okay. He said there was some extras, but this is amazing. So I did know this was coming, because he told me. Now this is the detail hop-up parts series for the RC213V 2014 model. So it's basically the detailed fork kit. So you've got some, I don't know what they're made from, if it's alloy or whatever, but you've got the actual gold forks, you've got the yellow rear shock, I believe, some other metal spacers in there, and the top of the forks. It's just incredible, and as I say, this came with it, which is just amazing, and that comes with its own set of instructions on how to use that. But I think that level of detail, you know, again, this is sort of next level stuff. But I mean, that's just fantastic. And then he threw the glue in, which is just super cool. This is a Tamiya extra thin cement. That has a, I don't think you can see it, no you can't see it, but that's got that's your brush shot on, so you get decent control with that. So he sent me that, and he also sent me a pair of side cutters, and actual genuine Tamiya ones as well, which just blew me away, which is just fantastic. I do have cutters, but I don't use sort of as fine tooth as these are. Now obviously when you're looking at this kind of stuff, you can, if you cut it wrong and you're using sort of some with like big heads on, you're going to damage that plastic. So I'll definitely be using those. And then we get into the model itself. Hopefully I'm holding this, I'm doing it this way around so you can kind of appreciate the actual size of this thing. What I should have said, this is 1/12 scale, but when you look at the size of the box picture, just to give you some idea, the actual bike when it's built, if it was sitting on this box from wheel to wheel, it'd be about that long. So they're not as big as you think they are. So in this bag we've got your 2 rubber tyres, we've got the black spring which obviously will be changing. Maybe I'll just move that and you can see this a bit better. You do get a little screwdriver, and then you get the hose work, the rubber hoses for the engine. And some small bolts and what have you, some very small screws. This is going to be a challenge, this one. I'll put this back in the picture. So, on the first, we've actually only got 3 parts trees, but as you can see, I'll tell you what, move that way again. As you can see, there's a hell of a lot of stuff on there. Wow. And obviously all this stuff needs painting individually, which is just incredible. That'll give you a good sort of indication of the size of it with my sort of fingers around the wheel to show you the actual size of it. That's the plastic forks, but obviously we're going to replace those with those. Looking at that's the exhaust section and a lot of the engine section on here, and there's a little bag of transparent bits. So you've got your front screen, looks like the wheels for the, because it comes with it, you also get in these kits, you get the little paddock stand for it to sit on, which is cool. And then the front fairings in there as well. Again, put my finger to it so you can appreciate what size this is. So that's your first parts tray. Second one is basically all the fairing work. Yeah, wow. The first thing that hits me is the size of it all. I mean, again, I used to build this stuff back in the day all the time, but when you actually sort of get a kit in front of you again after all these years, it's quite a realisation just how small it is. And then the final parts treat, we've got the frame, paddock stand bits, sprockets with chain on, brake discs, bits of engine and stuff. But as I say, everything needs painting. It's gonna be cool. This, I'm really looking forward to this. Now the next bit I'm going to show you, I'm not looking forward to. Let's just dig these instructions out. I don't know what that is. Background information. Oh, that's cool. That's telling you all about the MotoGP 2014 season and that particular bike. So as you would expect with standard Tamiya instructions, they're not very different to the RC ones. A bit smaller in size. Tells you everything you need, and then obviously just step by step. But obviously, absolutely covered with the XF paint numbers for all the different parts. Very, very cool indeed. So obviously as you build these, the fairing is obviously the last thing to go on, and that's where the majority of that sort of, well, I was going to say the majority of the detail is, but I'm telling a lie, the detail's everywhere on this thing. As you can see, there's a fair bit to it as well. It's not something, that's the rubber hose pictures, like you can see where it comes down off your brake and clutch, down into the brake calipers. Again, just details, just awesome. And then you get to this bit. Now this is a bit I'm really not looking forward to. The masking. obviously, well, let me dig the decals out because it'll make a bit more sense to you. All these pages from here onwards is all about how you've got to do the body work. All this masking to do. I don't want to say straight off the bat I'm going to struggle with that, but right now I'm not looking forward to it. And obviously the main page where all the decals go. So bear in mind I've shown you how big these things, or how small these things are. Now just look at this. That is a masking sheet. See if we can get this close to the camera. Look at that. So obviously all these need cutting out and they've got to be absolutely spot on and then get stuck on at various times and then painted and then taken off and remasked and what have you. Let's just have a quick look what this stuff is. So this little one, what's that? That looks like it's going to be a tyre decals. Is that focusing? Looks like tyre decals to me. And then we've got, what's this? Again, just sort of fairing stickers. I don't know if there's some different alternatives you put on because there's a big sheet here that you can see, and again the size of them. And then we have the main sheet, which doesn't want to come out. Oh, that's it. And that's your main lines. Wow. Look at the size of some of that stuff. Bloody hell. So, again, decals, pretty sure these will go with water as well when I do them and slide them on into position. Obviously, you really do have to use technique with these ones just because of the size. And I'm going to be pretty comfortable when I get to that stage. But as I said, this bit's going to be this is an eye opener for me to get all this masking right, to get the colours you want. Now, bear in mind, the whole bike, all the plastic that you get right now is all white. So obviously with those decals there, you know, it's your lines, but all this underneath's got to be white. But all this red, is blue, maybe not that blue actually, but the red, all the orange, that's all got to be masked in order and then painted and what have you. And then masked over and the next bit painted and what have you. So there's a hell of a lot of work in this. So I had planned at the end of this video to ask a few questions to you guys who build these kits, and I was going to say, obviously before I start this, I've got to start digging out the manual and looking at the different paints I need to buy. But obviously it's been done for you on here, so obviously there's the tools required, but these are all the paints. Oh my word. Obviously that's just a ridiculous amount of paints. You've got your TS paints, so spray cans, and then you've got your X's, which is your little jars. But to do this 100% sort of box art and correct, you would need to buy all that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so that's 9, 18. So there's 19 small pots of paint, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cans of paint. So I really have to look at this and go into this in more detail. Obviously, I'm only building one kit at the moment, and to buy all that, you know, these little, let me get one for you. These little XF paint pots are about $3.50 over here. So that's about £2 in UK money. But you know, 19 of those, it's just really, you can, and I couldn't afford to buy all those. So I'm going to have a look at that and sort of go into each one and see what I can get away with not using. Yeah, I'm just looking at some of the weird and wonderful titles on some of these paints. Anyway, I did not expect all that, so we're certainly going to have a look at that before we go any further. So a very cool piece of kit, I hope you'll agree. Very excited about starting it. Not sure how I'm going to make the video when I do it. I'm not sure if it's going to be any different to the RC videos I do. Obviously the camera work's going to have to be a lot closer up and a lot more sort of focused on what I'm doing. I've got to make these parts come alive so you guys can sort of watch it and understand what I'm doing. Otherwise I think it could be a little bit boring. But anyway, as I say, I'm really looking forward to doing it. But Guys, in the comments, I want to know what you guys do about the paint issue I have. Done a quick calculation, and just on the small paints I need, based at three and a half Canadian dollars a shot, we're looking at around about $75 to spend just on the small paints. And then I think there's 3 or 4, maybe even 5 paint cans TS. So what they're probably about $8-9 a shot. So I'm probably looking around about 120 to 130 Canadian dollars just for those paints. Wow, didn't expect that. 130 Canadian dollars in UK money is probably about 70 quid. So it's a lot of money. So what do you guys do? Now, obviously, if you're just building and you're knocking these plastic models out all the time and that's your thing, then you have this big library of all the paints. I understand that. But for you guys who don't do it like that, do you mix the paints maybe? I know there'll be a load of those paints that someone like me doesn't have to use, because there'll be a lot of detail work that I could probably do with more your blacks and your greys, your golds. I don't know, I'm making that up, but you know what I mean. So yeah, if you could please leave in the comments what you guys do, I'd be interested, because obviously I'm going to start putting the paints together for it now, but we'll start with the main ones, which is obviously the fairing. So probably the white, the white, the red and the orange, you know, that they're the musts. And then we'll go with the silvers and the golds and the sort of mechanical colours. But as I say, I'll go through it and tick it off. But I'd love to, if you guys who are watching this, if you could stick it in comments what you do. And you might be able to save me some money by telling me, yeah, you don't need to do that. Or maybe there's a different brand of paint. I'm talking about Tamiya paint pots. I know my buddy Andrew in Ottawa, he's building the cars of these, and I can't remember the name of it, but there's some cheaper paints available at hobbycraft stores and things like that. Don't think they're going to be much cheaper than $3.50 though. But yeah, if you could please leave that in the comments. Any help on this would be massively appreciated, guys. So once again, guys, thanks for watching. It's really appreciated. If you are new to this channel, if you could please consider liking and subscribing to support us. And if you do that, smash that notification bell for our weekly videos. And as always, guys, I was just about to say happy RCing, but I guess more fitting, happy Tamiya modelling.